Hello everybody, and welcome back to Spare Music. Today what I'm going to do is walk you guys through something we're very proud to have launched and overhauled, which is your old royalties section is now called Statements. It is one and the same, however, this time it allows you to drill down into your data a heck of a lot more. Everything is cleaner, and you can even use it to predict or help make your next moves in music based on past analytics. So first thing you'll notice is up top, we've finally fixed the graph to go left to right, and now when you roll over the bars, you can see both the revenue and the streams, and you can click on the bar or you can click on view on any of the months. So let's go into October. Now there is no fluid way to demo this because it links into and ties into some of the other parts of this. So I'm just going to go from my point of view on how this helps me tremendously. First, before we go to catalog or downloads, we'll just walk through this whole page. First, showing you the streams total for the month and the money total for the month. Here it shows you a detailed breakdown of all the stores, which goes even deeper, which we'll go into in a moment. And then it also shows you how much of your catalog is your own and how much is splits coming to you. The bottom of the page here shows you the regions that are paying you the most. And if we flip it over to the units sold, that stands for streaming, how many streams are happening in each region. Now here's the part that I love the most, and when I get into my reports, this quickly allows me to see all the stores up front. And one thing you guys will notice, especially those that have bigger catalogs, is YouTube and Amazon have various different payout methods, and this also will finally allow you to see where and why. If you got 2 million or 4 million streams for the month but only made $140, that happens to about 5 or 6 users a month where they think Spare must be ripping them off, but really it's just the streams came from TikTok or the streams came from Snap. And to illustrate that, I'm just going to bounce over to my actual account. Here's an example of me getting 2 million streams on Snap and only $106. So this allows you to get a very good insight on where all your actual money is coming from. So let's continue. October 2024, Apple Music only, $3,000. So we can go into that and now see where the streams came from, how many in each region. And then down here, it is split by releases, tracks, and then splits. So right away we can see which releases have generated the most money, the most streams, and then down to a track level, the most money, the most streams, and then down to a splits level where you see how much of this is you getting how much percentage of the split. Now we can also do ascending, descending, and up to 100 items, which may be expanded on in the future. And again, this really comes in handy for those of you that have big catalogs or that are operating as a label with many artists in it. So now let's go back to releases and we'll go to actually view one of the releases. So now this release in October, we were in Apple, but because we clicked on view for the whole release, it'll now show us everything again, and we can go and view the breakdown again, or we can scroll to the bottom to see what we just saw on the previous screen, but now at a track level. And we can view these. Before I do that though, let me just go over this here. So now we can see this release on all the stores. Just this release made this much money and this many streams. And now at a track level, we can go and view this, and it'll show us just this track on this release in October among all the stores, and then a breakdown of each individual store. So let's say you notice this track is doing well, or this release as a whole is doing well, and you want to go to the actual release in the library. We can do it from here, and then we can bounce back over to the royalty section from here. Or we can go into stores and services, add some more things if you want to get it going or promote it more, etc. Or assign splits, get somebody else involved to help promote it. So this is a quick way to go back and forth between the statements and your library. One other sidebar I'd like for you guys to notice is also in the analytics section, we can now filter by label if you operate as more than one label, or by store to see how many streams just came in from any of these main stores in the last 7 days, 28 days, 90 days, or whatever you set. We can go, I think, back a year and a bit, and you can see a whole graph of that whole timeline. Okay, so back to statements and now catalog. This is the whole catalog for the whole month. What is done best at a release level, at a track level, and at a split level. And same thing, up to 100 items, descending or ascending. And finally, downloads, which is just your actual raw data in a CSV format if you want to go ahead and partition the data in your own ways, downloading it. But I feel like this is an amazing, quick way to get a very detailed, drilled down look at your whole catalog and be able to make moves coming up by looking at any abnormalities, anything that's popping that maybe you didn't expect or anything that's falling behind and you're putting a lot of effort and resources into, maybe it's time to stop. So I use this a lot because I do have a big catalog, and it's a big surprise bag for me every month, seeing this breakdown and seeing what I've made off of what stores. I'll also take a moment to say we keep improving the way you create and release a release and streamlining the whole process so that you can copy your metadata from one track to the next and populate it very easily so that the release process is streamlined, efficient, and you can get a lot out quickly. We look forward to all the feedback, and don't be surprised to see other features being launched in the near future. From all of us at Spare Music, have yourselves a great day. Keep being creative. Bye-bye.